In chapter 105 of the Count of Monte Cristo, Monte Cristo joins Valentine's funeral procession as it heads toward the cemetery. He searches the crowd and finally spots Maximilian standing alone on a mound near the mausoleum. Fearing that Maximilian may be suicidal, the Count keeps a close watch on him, following him home to confront him. Maximilian vents his anger at the Count for having assured him Valentine would live. He admits he wants to die. When Maximilian asks Monte Cristo what he knows of his father, he reveals that he is Edmond Dantès, the man who saved his father from committing suicide, sent the red purse to his sister, and the pharaon to his father. Maximilian excitedly calls for his sister and brother-in-law and announces that he's found their benefactor. But the Count stops him before he can say the name Edmond Dantès. Maximilian assures the Count that he won't try to harm himself. The Count tells him to keep up hope, for one day he'll be happy. In chapter 106 of the Count of Monte Cristo, in their rendezvous apartment, Madame Danglars shows Lucien Debray the letter that Danglars left for her the night he fled Paris. She says he'll never come back. Now she's free. Debray asks her what she plans to do, and he pretends not to understand that she wants, obviously, for him to stay. He advises her to present herself as abandoned and poor to gain sympathy, assuring her he'll keep her true wealth a secret. Then gives a detailed accounting of their joint investments and explains how he has arranged for her to access money. Concealing her disappointed hopes, Madame Danglars sweeps out the door without saying goodbye. Meanwhile, in the apartment upstairs, Mercedes and Albert have been adjusting to their new life of poverty. They've decided to go to Marseille to retrieve the money Edmond Dantès buried in his father's yard. Albert will enlist in the army, and the money will be enough for Mercedes to live on. As they leave the apartment, they encounter Debray. Albert introduces Debray to his mother and offers his sympathy for their troubles. Debray is struck by the contrast between Madame Danglars, who seems pathetic and poor despite owning a fortune of 15 million francs, and Mercedes, who is noble and rich even though she only has a few pence. The next day, Monte Cristo watches from the shadows and wonders how he can bring happiness back to their lives. In chapter 107 of the Count of Monte Cristo, Benedetto lives in a section of La Force prison called the Lion's Pit and hopes that Monte Cristo will visit and somehow rescue him. Bertuccio comes to visit. Benedetto suggests that perhaps Monte Cristo is his real father. Bertuccio says he'll come back the next day to tell Benedetto who his father is.